Hello, good evening, everyone inactive Facebook, friends, and inactive. We're in the middle, we're, um, we're going to the end of April. However, this COVID-19, COVID, the coronavirus, is still on the play, impacting, changing lives of millions of people. The death tolls continue to, the accumulation increasing. This is a very sad time, and you could tell that something is coming for us. The days are going by fast. It's not like the good old days anymore. You can't even go do a cookout, can't even travel or go do what you intend to do. But like people at my job, they said this is real. Now we feel the weight of this crisis. Now we feel the weight, meaning that it's like everybody being put to the corner. It's nothing. There's no way around it. Even the churches, you can go to churches, but they shut down. People, they want to go and worship, but it's as if like, nope, that's already under suspension. So essentially the door have closed. And what could that mean? That means that God is involved. He's involved in this. We cannot blame the government. It's the judgment. Because how you know it is, before it happened, back in the month in January, I was reading a word. I was, listening to the message so that I may, if there's anything in life that breaks you away from the Lord, you're trying to find the way out. So I was watching movies, eating and doing the stuff I wanted to do according to the flesh. But then I had to listen to the message, do the servant of God. It's very deep. He's talking about the coming of the Messiah, how that the rapture is ready to take place, and that you need to work your salvation with fear and tremble. That we should not play with salvation, because God can He can literally throw people in hell. Believe it or not, there's a true living God walking across the face of the earth. And how you know? Because earthquakes, tornadoes. The storm is raging on amid the coronavirus. He's walking on the face of the earth. And he introduced in I'm gonna tell you later. I'm gonna share that later. But but before this happened, I remember I fell asleep. I fell asleep one night. I was on the floor. I fell asleep on the floor, and then I saw people. I saw people like in the suits, a business suit. They was talking. I don't know if it was a government or a church leader, but they were white people. That's what I saw. They were like white people. Anyway, they were like talking. They was like lamenting or complaining, and I wanted to know what the people were saying. I couldn't pick everything up. They was just talking. It was like a quick scene. They was just talking. There was one was wearing glasses, white hair, slick back. The ones you see, today. Excuse me. And then before I woke up, I heard a voice saying, "Time is sad. Time is sad." I didn't get that at first. What could that mean? And I woke up. It was like right here, something saying time is sad. So that's what I picked up so far. It was around the time the Iranian leader, there was a report of the death of Iranian leader. I don't know what's his name. He plotted to kill Americans, so he was murdered. Then that's when I heard a voice saying time is sad. And then I started to change my, turn my life around a bit, because I wanted to, I recognized that voice. I recognized that voice. It didn't take long. It just took some time short to pick it up. So again, I stopped eating food. I stopped eating and drinking for a few days. Well, first, I prayed and asked God to, crucify my flesh, crush me like you did with your people in the Bible. Even Jesus, when he came on the face of the earth, he went solitude. He was doing miracles. He was walking under the authority of the Holy Spirit. He was anointed, and God took him to the wilderness. He took him to the wilderness to be tested, to be empowered, to be strengthened. To fulfill the mission, to die on the cross for us, for every person on the face of the earth, for our family, for the children, us that have fallen away. He went to solitude, and there was a teaching on that. So I felt compelled. I sought the Lord And I prayed earnestly, Lord, take me there, take me to that place. And I did. At work, I shut up. I didn't really talk to people. I just separate myself a bit. And they wonder, what's wrong with you? What's wrong? What happened? ¿Qué pasa? So I didn't really say nothing. But then and when I start eating again or drinking, you know, when I return to drinking, eating habits, sometime on the bus on my way to work, I would like fall in a slumber or sleep like this, laying on the bus, the window of the bus like this. And then I heard as I was half conscious. My head was leaning on the bus like this. And then I heard saying, judgment is coming. Judgment is coming. That's what I picked up. And when I heard that, it's gotta be the Holy Spirit. It was right here, like at the heart, right here across this area. Judgment is coming. After that, I didn't say anything. So, in a flash, a few weeks later, this big disease came. It just came in a flash. Started for Wuhan, China. And it was already culture. The people needed the culture to investigate what it was. It was the coronavirus, and it spread it towards the West. The crews, the people were sick. They were having diarrhea, and they had to stay there. They were grounded there. They couldn't go anywhere else. But the other ones, they let them go. They allow them to travel all the way to the West Coast, and then that's how many of us are infected by this coronavirus. So this thing is no joke. So everyone just be on the standby, because I'll be back to share some more based off it's just, you can tell that something is really on the road. But I'm gonna tell you one thing: this earth is not your home. This earth, the money, the stimulus check, all of that we may possess ain't gonna last. So now I could barely sleep. I only sleep for a few hours. So now God's giving a cue that be ready, prepare for the coming of the Messiah. Shalom.